Cherokee County rivalry matchup, as it always is, between the Woodstock Wolverines and the Sequoia Chiefs. The Woodstock Wolverines coming into this one at 4-17, 1-7 in the region. And Sequoia coming in 12-8, 5-2 in the region. Max, it seems lopsided from the records, but then again, the girls' Woodstock team came in with a losing record, and they kind of showed up the Sequoia girls, I won't lie.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, we saw exactly last game, a team with a losing record overall beat a team with a winning record, and this Woodstock team is very capable of doing the same. They have great shooters from outside in Brooks McKenna, and a very physical, aggressive player, very tough, and Quinn Rakestraw all around from outside and inside. A lot of great shooters. They do only score 4 to 9 points per game, but I mean, they have spurts of 80, 70 points per game sometimes. This isn't a team that you can just slide on by. Sequoia's going to have to play their brand of basketball, which we know they can do with Parker and Tusignot. Yeah, and Max, speaking of Tusignot, I think that's a player that really needs to, he needs to get going a little bit. Yeah, his past 3 or 4 games, he's been very quiet, not scoring many points. So if he can get going, I mean, Max, I know a couple games we've done this year, we've seen him just pop off for 20 points. He's looked great. But Preston Parker, last game against West Forsyth, if you joined us on Saturday, you saw him score 26 points. As we go down to the court for some starting lineups, Max, we'll throw it over to you for those. Of course. So starting 5 for Woodstock, number 1, Josiah Feuerstein. Number 3, Gavin Dickerson. He is an electric shooter from outside. Number 10, Brooks McKenna, also a great overall player. Number 12, Jackson Warren, the junior. And number 13, the big Quentin Rakestraw. And of course, your Chiefs lineups coming up. Number 0, Preston Parker, the senior. Again, 26 points last game against West Forsyth. He could prove to be very scary for Woodstock if he gets going, similar to what he was like. And there's number 2, Tyson Darby, the dual threat for Sequoia. He's great on defense, but he can also get 10, 12 points a game. Number 4, Brendan Tusignot. Max, he's the player tonight. If Sequoia can get him started, Woodstock's going to be in the hole early. Number 10, Tyler Hammond, 6'2" senior. And Stephen Galvin, another dual threat for Sequoia. Galvin and Darby, we saw a lot on the double team when they played against West Forsyth and even River Ridge. Yeah, I mean, Galvin's shooting, too, was really on point this past Saturday. I mean, definitely know Parker had a great game. If they can carry that into this Tuesday, we're golden. So 8 minutes set on the clock for this Cherokee County matchup as we get ready for the tip-off between the Woodstock Wolverines and the Sequoia Chiefs. So a little history, these past 5 matchups, Sequoia has won 4 of the last 5, and they did win their matchup in the earlier part of the season, 72-54. The Chiefs took away that win, and Sequoia does lead the all-time series 10-6. And a little bit of a delay here. They're looking for a ball that's pumped up enough so we can start play. So players just walking around a little bit, getting familiar with themselves. And it looks like they found one, so we're now ready to get underway. Tusignot and Warren, the two going to be trying to get the first possession of the game.
And Tuesday Now tips it over to Galvin, and we are underway. Galvin, quick spin move. Jackson Warren, a phenomenal block.
What a start to the game. If Woodstock is trying to set the tone, they did so just then.
Max, that was huge.
That was insane.
I'm still a little bit in shock, I won't lie.
A little bit speechless.
Tyson Darby has it now, and that one's tipped away by Brooks McKenna. So we'll see Woodstock's first offensive possession. Nice pass from Feuerstein down low, but it's a little too hard for Quentin Rakestraw. Rakestraw gets that one to Dickerson.
The Chiefs starting out with a zone here. They usually start out with a man and sometimes adjust a zone, but interesting decision here from Carden.
Something in the Woodstock film that they saw that they thought they needed to change it up, and there's Darby and Hammond with a quick double team. And Dickerson puts that one up. So the first points of the game go to the Woodstock side. Tusing now switches with Hammond, who dishes it out to Galvin. He tries going inside. This time he's successful. He's not blocked by Jackson Warren. So 2-2 with a minute gone in the first. Jackson Warren again double teamed, now Feuerstein. And he puts that one up. Nice little jumping J for him. Preston Parker now. Tusing now, he's being guarded by McKenna. Tusing out with a 2-inch height advantage. There. Hammond thinks about three. Instead, he'll try backdoor. Doesn't get it to fall. And Tusing now does get it. And a nice little one-handed shot from him. Max, we said Sequoia wants to get in this. Tusing now would be a great player to start scoring early.
Yeah, I mean, we know how electric he is overall.
And there's a three-point attempt from number 12, Jackson Warren. We've called his name a lot already. Galvin gets the rebound on him. Parker now goes for three, and he makes that. So he shows Jackson Warren how it's done from the corner. And Sequoia with their first lead of the night, 7-4, to break that 4-4 tie with 5:54 left to go. Now there's Feuerstein. There's three Wolverines over on that side. Warren, now Feuerstein. And he brings it back to reset his teammates. Parker steps on him, up on him, though. Feuerstein with a move around him. Tusing now, big block. Now Darby has it in transition. He tries going in between Dickerson and Rakestraw, is unsuccessful. So Sequoia has to reset. There's Galvin all by himself. That three did not look good off the hand, and he does not make that. Tyson Darby with the rebound. And nice work down low from him to extend the lead.
We're going to say that three was a pass. It went right to Hammond. A good assist right there. Attempted assist.
Rakestraw now goes inside, but he gives it out to Dickerson, who's open, and Dickerson answers with the three. So a 2-point lead now for Sequoia. Galvin attracts defenders. Now to Hammond. Hammond's inside. Tusing now spin move, but it's tipped out of his hands by McKenna. But the refs will say it did go off Tusing now last as he gets a seat on the bench. And Parrott comes on for him.
And Parrott had a big role in that game against West Forsyth this past Saturday, as Tusignut goes to the trainers right now, getting a look at something.
Another three-point attempt from Gavin Dickerson. This time it doesn't fall. Max, I'm noticing a little bit of a pattern with that Woodstock offense. It seems that they have three guys right on that same side, and there's a three-point attempt from Parker. That one does not fall either, and Dickerson gets the rebound. Max, back to what I was saying, though, it seems that a couple times now Woodstock has had 3 guys all on the same little half of the court over there, providing a lot of shooting options, and it's been Dickerson twice.
Yeah.
He's made one of them.
I mean, it's really Dickerson and McKenna out there. And, I mean, if you were assigned 2, we've seen him shoot a little bit too.
4:02 left to go. That one's thrown out of bounds by Jackson Warren. 9-7, still the lead for Sequoia. Dickerson has 5 of Woodstock's 7. Logan Parrott gets his first touch on the ball. He switches with Parker. Parker, deep 3 from downtown, and he makes it. That's his second of the night, Max.
Man. I mean, we talk about the girls going from, like Shelby Bellinger going from downtown. That was from maybe Creekview distance.
Down the street. Sequoia extends their lead to 5. It looks like Tusing now got his elbow wrapped up a little bit. As Parrott comes back in for him, Tusing now just a little break there to get wrapped up at the trainer's table. 3:27 left to go. 12-7 the score. Tusing now goes inside. And the foul was called on Jackson Warren. Tusing now makes his first one. He's already at 3 with an opportunity for 4. Max, we saw him sitting at 4 for a long time during the West Forsyth game. I think it was until the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and partly that was due to foul trouble early.
And he misses his second. And that one's stolen by Rakestraw. He tries spinning it off the glass, and so does Austin Bing. Tyson Darby guarding Austin Bing, now to Feuerstein at the logo. He's been guarded by Preston Parker all night. He gets it again. Preston Parker steps up on him, forcing him to make a move. He tries to, but then Tyson Darby steps up, and that leaves a man open on the other side. But Jackson Warren unable to get his 3 to fall. Now Stephen Galvin. Parker at the logo. Nice defense from Jackson Warren. Parker holds on to it, though. Three-point attempt from Tyler Hammond misses. Tusing now at the rebound. Darby was there too. But the ref says Darby stepped out before he could get his hand on the ball.
And he heads to the bench for Logan Parrott. Sophomore comes in.
2:26 left to go. Sequoia still the lead. 13-7. Max, Woodstock hasn't scored in a while. They've been on a scoring drought here.
Yeah, I mean, Sequoia's defense hasn't given them many opportunities.
And there's Austin Bing who tries, but it misses on the left side of the hoop. Parker throws it inside to Galvin. Now Parrott in the corner for 3. And that one rims off. Now Brooks McKenna the other way. He's the shooter for Woodstock. If they want to get some points, they'll look to him. But Rakestraw misses. And there are 3 Chiefs under the basket to get the rebound, 151. Parker has to chuck it in to keep it in bounds. Now mid-range J from Stephen Galvin. Max, that's one of his strongest shots. We saw him make quite a few of those in the West Forsyth game.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those.
As he extends the Sequoia lead to 8. Max, we'll throw it over to some first quarter sponsor reads.
You bet. A special thanks to our program sponsor, Drug Free Cherokee. Our gold level sponsors, Vito's Bar and Grill. Come and join the family at your very own Hickory Flat Neighborhood Bar and Grill, where there's a warm atmosphere, great people, and delicious food. New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi, and Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Our black label sponsors, KM Homes, Idlewood Interiors. Our white label sponsors, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Ease Barbershop, Esquire Cleaners, Georgia Chiropractic and Massage, Pure Shot Basketball, Studio 5 Salon, Young Life Academy, and Atlanta Lanehart Electric. Thank you all for sponsoring the Sequoia Chiefs basketball programs.
An 8-point lead for Sequoia. They've been able to maintain the lead for most of this first quarter. Woodstock got it first after they made that first point, those first points of the game. But since then, it's been all Sequoia. Although still relatively low scoring here. Preston Parker with some fireworks early, a couple threes made from him.
And a pretty relatively slower paced game than normal. Not as many fast breaks. The offense is kind of toning the pace down a little bit.
But Max, Sequoia's okay with a slow-paced game as long as they're the ones running it.
Yeah.
Feuerstein has the ball this time. Parrott steps up on him. Parker staying down low. And Feuerstein throws it over him. There's a three-point attempt. That's Dylan Nobis, who misses. Still no points from Woodstock. Three-point attempt from Tusing now. That glances off the front of the rim. And I believe that goes off Austin Bing last.
The ref did call it went off of Darby. And Woodstock just needs to get something going on the offensive side of the ball. Haven't gotten many looks, especially inside.
They've allowed Sequoia to go on a 6-0 run in the last couple minutes of this first quarter, as there is only a minute left. A corner three attempt. Rattles out. That's from Brooks McKenna. He was in the corner. Feuerstein tried to get the rebound. And Woodstock does retain possession. There's another corner three attempt, this time from Dylan Nobi. That one misses as well. So Max, Wolverines not able to get their shots to fall. They're trying to get back in the lead. Sequoia's opening windows for them, but shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking the majority of them from outside the arc. Haven't driven that much inside.
And there's a nice little mid-range jumper from Feuerstein to end Woodstock's long scoring drought. No shot clock for Sequoia, as they'll presumably have the ball for the last 30 seconds. Parker just slowly dribbling it. Rakestraw's guarding him. He's stepping up on him. He's forcing him to do something with it. Parker talking with Tusing now, trying to figure out what kind of play they were trying to draw up. Logan Parrott to get things started for Sequoia. Tusing out back to Parrott. Now Parker, 7 seconds left. Still guarded by Rakestraw. He goes inside, makes a move. Oh, wow. Max, that was nice. He had a nice little jelly there to finish it off, and he gets the and one.
At first I thought they were calling a charge, and I was like, that really got rid of a great play, but the great play stands. That was an insane amount of touch off the glass by the amazing senior.
That's a shot that requires a lot of practice.
Yes, he is holding his wrist a little bit. Hopefully he's okay there. But still, fantastic lay off the rim right there.
And he makes it a three-point play, so Sequoia leads by 9 points. Woodstock just with 9. And 1.9 seconds left to go. And Woodstock gets the last shot. That's Quentin Rakestraw trying to make the full quarter, but he does not. So after 1 quarter of play, Max, Sequoia 18, Woodstock 9.
I mean, I'm continually impressed with how much of a increased presence that Stephen Galvin has had on offense, at least. I mean, he's had a decent amount of looks, and he's made majority of those shots. And on defense, he's had a great presence too, up on the outside the arc. I mean, he's really stepped up his presence and like involvement on the team, and I'm impressed. For a senior season, this latter part is having a great job, doing a great job.
Yes, you're correct, Max. And you know, Woodstock, that scoring drought did not really help them. Did not really help them. They're just at 9 points. But yeah, Sequoia is in the lead here, and they're in control as well going into the second quarter. What do you think Woodstock can do to try and get back in this?
Well, I mean, they only have 9 points still, but they only have points by fewer signing Dickerson. Spread out the scoring, spread out, get some more offensive looks. I mean, I know Coach Pierce is a great coach. He's definitely going to draw up some different plays to run on offense. They've been trying their hardest, but they haven't gotten many looks inside. And Sequoia does have some height down there, but they have to do some bubble screens, elevator screens to get some looks. I don't know, but their offense is not clicking right now and getting enough looks. But as you said in the last game, for the girls' game, with about a minute and a half left, they have to make their own looks if they haven't found any.
Well, yeah, and Max, I would actually disagree with you. I think they're getting a lot of looks. I think it's just those small little things, you know. Yeah, getting a lot of looks, they're just missing them. So small little mechanic adjustments they need to make to start having those shots fall so they can cut this Sequoia lead down. Sequoia putting on the press. Woodstock gets out of it, though. And ref blows the whistle before Woodstock can drive all the way to the basket. Cade Lomas checking into the game. I sent some threes in the forecast. And here with Sequoia's first offensive possession of the quarter, we'll see what Coach Carden has drawn up right out of the huddle. Tyler Hammond thinks about three right away. Stephen Galvin is forced to get the rebound, and he's got to work for it out low. And it's a call the other way, so Sequoia turnover. Before anybody can shoot, 7:18 left to go. Brooks McKenna to Rakestraw, now to Feuerstein. Over to Noby. Now to Austin Bing. Back to Rakestraw. Nice little inside the arc jumper from him to make the lead 7 for Sequoia. And there's a three from Cade Lomas. Max, I called it.
I mean, it didn't even look like he put anything on that ball. He was basically out of bounds.
It's just effortless. I don't know how to explain it, Max.
Man.
And there's a three-point attempt. Trying to answer is Brooks McKenna. No good, and Preston Parker with the rebound.
Yeah, very good boxing out there by Parker. McKenna is a hard player to box out.
And Parker with a three, so Sequoia jumps out with 6 points thanks to a three from Lomas as well as Preston Parker. And immediately both of those two put on the press. Nice little try Euro step from Rakestraw. Forces Bing to get the rebound. Now Feuerstein with a three. It's no good. Cade Lomas hits it out. But Bing trying to save it gives Sequoia numbers and the ball. And there's Hammond. Tries going for a layup on the other end. It looks like Rakestraw got hit in the face a little bit. But he's okay. Feuerstein triple teamed as Rakestraw tries the same exact play he just did. This time he's successful. And a Coach Carden timeout. Max, Sequoia scored 2 threes. We'll talk about what happened there after some second quarter ad reads.
Of course. A special thanks to our program sponsor, Drug Free Cherokee. Our gold level sponsors, Vito's Bar and Grill and New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi. Looking for an authentic quality New York style meal? You've found the right place. New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi is a neighborhood restaurant right in the heart of Town Lake that serves delicious pizza, sandwiches, and more. And Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Our black level sponsors, KM Homes and Idlewood Interiors, Inc.
So, Max, 2 threes from Sequoia in both their offensive possessions, but it looks like Coach Carton had something to say. What do you think he was trying to say to his boys?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the rebounding, because they did have Woodstock had that possession where they got a couple shots off. But, I mean, other than that, they're playing pretty good overall. Maybe adding a few new plays on offense. But, I mean, putting in Cade Lomas has just spurred something up. I don't know what it is.
Still a 9-point lead for Sequoia with 5:33 left to go in the second quarter. Preston Parker has it. He's guarded by Dickerson. Tuesing down low. Nice look there from Preston Parker being the playmaker for Tuesing. Now Sequoia has double what Woodstock has as they're forcing Woodstock to make quick passes to get even just across the half-court line. And a three-point attempt from Brooks McKenna is no good. He's been cold this game. Logan Parrott to Tuzignot. Now Parker. Parker deep three from the yellow line.
Ooh, I was about to say.
And that one does not fall. Austin Bing gets his rebound. Once again, Sequoia forcing Woodstock to make quick passes just to get it across the logo. Now down low, there's Joseph Tully. Dickerson open three. He's already made one, and he misses that one. Tuzignot with the rebound.
I mean, Woodstock is moving the ball extremely well.
Preston Parker, that would have been phenomenal. He went under the rim and tried throwing it kind of behind him there. We saw Stephen Galvin do that against West Forsyth. That was probably one of the best plays of the game.
Yeah, I mean, so Woodstock is moving the ball really well, and they always, I mean, Sequoia is crashing to them. They usually have 5 players on their quarter, the quarter of the court where the ball really is, and Woodstock usually has 2 players on the opposite side of the court, wide open. They just aren't really capitalizing on those threes, like you said.
Preston Parker misses his first. He's got 12 already tonight. Tuzignot has 5, Lomas with 3, and Tyson Darby with 2. Parker to make it 13. And he'll get a well-deserved break on the bench. Stephen Galvin replaces him. Brooks McKenna now. And three-point shot from Dylan Noby is no good. Woodstock again on a little bit of a scoreless streak. Tuzignot thinks about 3, dribbles it inside. Now Sequoia moving the ball around well. Parrott with a 3, and he makes his own. And Max, it's 30-13. Sequoia's built up a 17-point lead.
I mean, Woodstock has just had so many blank possessions after blank possessions. I mean, Sequoia isn't having many at all. They're really capitalizing on any opportunity they get.
And a poor shot from Brooks McKenna. Darby on the other end. He puts up a nice layup, taking advantage of the one-on-none. 32-13 now, 3:33. Max, this quarter's moving quickly. Sequoia's been controlling it the whole time.
I mean, just look at that defense. They're constantly really double-teaming, not leaving many open players, except maybe one, but then they crash really fast.
Yeah, Woodstock just not finding the open man. They had 3 open people right there. But, I mean, a testament to Sequoia's hard defense. Cade Lomas for 3.
Oh,
just missed. Max, I want to say it looked good, but then again, pretty much every time Cade shoots it looks good. And he might get some more playing time as Sequoia's starting to pull away. A 19-point lead for the Chiefs. 3:05 left to go. Deep pass from Galvin. He finds Parker across the court. Now to Lomas. Thinks about passing to Hammond. Instead, he goes to Darby, who runs inside. Now Galvin, he takes a shot inside. And that one does rattle in. A nice little one-handed shot from him. 34-13 the lead. Bing takes advantage of no one being there, but Hammond, too aggressive defense, and he has a foul.
believe these are Bing's first free throw attempts of the night.
Max, I honestly think it's the first free throw attempts of the whole game. I can't remember anyone being at the free throw line yet.
Parker might have been there once. But yeah, it's really been a clean game. I mean, there's only 3 fouls this quarter, so.
It's also been a fast game, especially this quarter. It hasn't been broken up by too many whistles.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say fast. I would say the pace has sped up as the second quarter has progressed, but really just, not that many stoppages and whistles and fouls. Really clean game overall.
Yeah, and Sequoia's tight defense has forced Woodstock to kind of almost play sloppy, and they feel like they have to get rid of it quickly with their double team being too much. And there's Tuzingnot down low. That's too easy for him. 36-14 now. Sequoia just piling it on the Wolverines, taking advantage of their scoreless streak. As Warren runs into Tuzingnot's arm, but they will call Tuzingnot for a foul. And Max, Gavin Dickerson, the only player on the court for Woodstock with any points. Kind of surprising considering they have Jackson Warren, Quentin Rakestraw.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Quentin Rakestraw hasn't gone on the board yet. He is a very important piece to their overall game, but there he goes, proving me wrong.
His first points of the night. Preston Parker, quick transition three off the back of the rim. Tuzingnot's there for the rebound. Tries putting it in one-handed. There's Cade Lomas. He's all by himself. I know he wanted that three so bad, but instead he gives it to Tyler Hammond, who's called for a travel. .216 left to go, a 20-point lead for Sequoia.
And the Chiefs have kind of shifted to this man as the game has gone on. The zone has faded away.
Which I'm sure just makes the offensive strategy for the Wolverines even tougher as Tuzingnot gets a poke away, and he takes a step back, waits for Brooks McKenna to jump, and then puts that one in easily. 1:50 left to go. It's thrown down the court to Fierstein. Down low, nice move, but Warren tries to shoot it before he even has it. There's Parker at the other end, and that is just too easy. Long distance pass. Tuzingnot looking like a quarterback there. And an offensive clinic being put on by the Chiefs right now. Fierstein, three-point attempt. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Tuzingnot, easy rebound. No one there to even contest him.
Coach Pierce is really confused. I thought it went off Galvin, but I guess the ref saw something different down on the baseline.
40-16, there's Parker. Tuzingnot boxing out on Warren. Tries putting it up behind him. Confusion between Fierstein. He nearly loses it out of bounds. And less than a minute to go now. Fierstein being double teamed by Lomas and Tuzingnot. And a nice jumper from Dickerson. He gets his first points of the second quarter. Still a 22-point lead from Sequoia. Deep three from Tuzingnot off the front of the rim. Hammond and Dickerson going for the rebound. .41 seconds left. Fierstein has it. He's dribbling behind his back, trying to do something to make a move. There's Jackson Warren, three ball off the back of the iron. Put back attempt from Rakestraw doesn't land either. 27.3 seconds. But Rakestraw gets to go to the free throw line. He's got 6 points for Woodstock. Dickerson has 7. Fierstein has 4.
And one player that really surprised me right now is Brooks McKenna. He hasn't had any production offensively, really at all. Neither has Warren, but really Brooks McKenna not getting that many looks. playing a fine defensive game overall. But on the offensive side, he has not really gotten any looks.
Yeah, and when he does get those looks, he's just been plagued by, like the rest of the Woodstock players, just having just a little thing off that doesn't allow the basket to fall in. So 10 seconds left to go, 40-19. Sequoia is in the lead and in command. Parker, nice spin move. Dishes it out to Lomas. Lomas, 3-ball. And off side of the rim. So 40-19. Max, Sequoia outscored Woodstock that quarter 22-10. And, I mean, what can Woodstock do to try to get back in this?
I mean, their shots just really aren't falling. I mean, overall, they've gotten a decent amount of looks, like you said. They've gotten, I mean, a fair amount of shots outside. But, I mean, going just below 25% from the field, it's not going to really support your cause. Only 19 points in the first half. That's even lower than their average. They average 49 points per game. This is not one of the strongest halves. Just something has to give. Like you said, there's a little something off on their shots, their technique. I don't know. Yeah,
and all testament to the Sequoia shooters. Preston Parker has 15, and Tuzingnau's having a great game as well, too. He's, getting back in that rhythm that we know he can be. He's been quiet the last few games, but he's looking a lot better this game. And, Cade Lomas got a lot of playing time as Sequoia started to pull away there. And Tyson Darby was looking good. Stephen Galvin, I mean, really all around, Sequoia is just firing on all cylinders, not letting Woodstock get in this. Their defense is great. It's proving to be way too much for Woodstock. They have not found an answer yet. But I'm sure Coach Joshua Pierce for Woodstock's going to go in that locker room, try and tell us guys just a couple little things they're doing wrong with their shooting. And, Woodstock's had a lot of opportunities, so if they can start fixing those little mechanical issues, they might be able to cut the deficit a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Sequoia shot 53% that quarter. Woodstock shot 28. I mean, just nothing really strategically wise and game plan wise, just pure shooting. That's all you can really say.
So with that, we will go into the locker rooms. 40-19 is the Sequoia lead, and we will see you in just about 10 minutes. Stay on the broadcast, and we'll be right back.
This time, we'd like to recognize the teachers who have been chosen by the varsity boys players as very influential to them. And it is Teacher Appreciation Night. So we'll want to start. Preston Parker and Tyler Hammond want to recognize Coach Clark. And he's in the library working hard right now when we have to. Stephen Galvin would like to recognize Ms. Gilhagan. Don't believe she's here tonight. Tyson Garvey would like to recognize his teacher, Mrs. Curtis. Sam Maitland would like to recognize Mrs. Razzo. Raymond Tucson wants to recognize his teacher, Mrs. Williams. Come on, Ms. Williams, you can't hide. Logan Parrott and Evan Parlenko would like to recognize Mr. Matt Artula. Kane Loveless and Cam Omer will recognize Coach Reynolds. Matt Montgomery would like to recognize his teacher, Mrs. Holzer. Noah Gibbons would like to recognize his teacher, Mr. Ross. Paul Bristlake would like to recognize his teacher, Ms. Whitmer. And I don't have the name here on my list, but one of the players wants to recognize Mr. Meeks. It says Curry. Everybody give a big round of applause to these teachers. It's Teacher Appreciation Night. These are the teachers that the varsity boys have chosen. And if anybody here knows how hard these Thank you, teachers, for showing off your athletic prowess. Once again, I want to let everyone know that the Chick-fil-A gal is in the house, or was in the house here at Woodstock. I want to thank Chiefs TV for live streaming tonight's games. Check them out on YouTube. Chiefs TV, they have great live streams and a great content library for you to check out. Our next home game right here in Woodstock next Tuesday, January 31st. Local high school will be in the house. Basketball would like to thank their program sponsors every week here. Their mission is to help community with outreach resources and tools and families affected by substance abuse awareness, education, prevention, intervention, and recovery. Find out more at the website recoverychurch.org or call 770-345-5483. Local sponsors that support basketball include Amigos Bar and Grill, Youngstown Valley Pizza and Dancing, Woodstock Furniture and Hospitality,
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the War Lodge. And the score is 40-19. Max, it was all Sequoia in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, the shooting for Woodstock just wasn't really there, but definitely a lot of credit goes to Sequoia. They didn't pass up Woodstock as an easy opponent. They came out really guns a-blazing. Preston Parker having a great first half, had a great first half, and all around really on the board. 4 of the 5 players for the starting 5 have points. I mean, a lot of points across the board. That's always what Sequoia, when Sequoia produces well, it's usually across the board, not just one player with almost all the points. A really great spread out team with a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, and Max, pregame, we were saying that Tusing now really needed to get it going. He's had a quiet last 3 or 4 games, and he's got 9 points through the first half, so that's good news for him. And Preston Parker doing Preston Parker things with 15. Yeah, they're really in charge here in front of Woodstock. You know, we saw Cade Lomas get a lot more playing time. I'm sure he'll get some more, as well as some of these other guys.
Yeah.
If Sequoia remains with the lead that they have.
I mean, if Woodstock starts making their shots, this could easily turn into a close game, but they're just going to have to make them. Simple as that. And they have the possibility, too. I mean, Dickerson has made a couple shots. If Warren gets the ball, McKenna gets the ball more, he hasn't really had any attempts. I mean, they could, more production offensively easily could turn this game around. Yeah,
I mean, Brooks, McKenna, and Jackson Warren, 2 of probably their highest scorers, don't have any points right now. So if they get their first, not saying Sequoia should watch out, but they should definitely pay attention. As a very early Woodstock turnover gives Sequoia their first offensive possession of the half. Tusing now down low, no look pass to Darby. Warren gets the rebound, hands it off to Fierstein. Fires it in the corner. It's too much for Brooks McKenna, but it goes off Steven Galvin. McKenna just made a last-ditch effort to try and toss it off somebody, and he was successful. Fierstein gets that in the backcourt. Hammond is guarding Fierstein. Corner 3 from Dickerson, and he makes that one.
That's what they need to get going. Outside three-point shooting.
He's the lead scorer for Woodstock tonight. He's at 10. Hammond has to pick up the ball. He had a open three-point attempt, but they will call him for the travel. And Sequoia even contesting just an inbound pass, forcing Woodstock to work for whatever possession they're going to get. As Max there again playing man, and that's a defender drawn off. Corey Dickerson, his 3 is not any good. Preston Parker now driving inside from coast to coast. Tyson Darby tries a couple times to put it back. but he's unsuccessful.
And that rebounding too, Woodstock has to get that locked down. If they want to get back in this, they cannot give Sequoia any second chance shots.
Overhead pass looks like a soccer throw-in from Stephen Galvin to Preston Parker. Now Galvin down low, nice little open lane look from him. Tyson Darby puts it back. So 42-22, lead at 24 Sequoia. .610 left in this one. Corey Dickerson, 3 again. Or Gavin Dickerson, sorry. 6 minutes left. Now Tuzing now trying to answer, and he misses as well. Fierstein has the ball. He's at the high post now. Warren looking to set a screen, and he does, but Sequoia's not fooled as Tuzing now pokes that away. Now Parker with a nice layup move. And they give him the and one because Rakestraw, I think, caught Parker's arm on the way down there.
I mean, Woodstock is trying to run these plays. They're trying to do pick and rolls. They're trying to do screens. Just like on that last possession right there, the passes are getting swatted away. The passes, there's no lane to pass. Just the Sequoia defense is playing a very underrated game right now. Even though they have only allowed 22 points, I think mostly has been said about Woodstock missing their shots, but Sequoia's defense has been playing a great game as well. And
Parker makes his first, and Coach Carden calls a timeout. So Max will throw it over to some third quarter ad reads.
You bet. A special thanks to our program sponsor, Drug Free Cherokee. Our gold level sponsors, Beto's Bar and Grill, New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi, and Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Brand name furniture and mattresses at outlet prices. See how much you can save. Family owned and operated. We've been furnishing homes in Georgia since 1988. Our black level sponsors, KM Homes and Idlewood Interiors. Our gray level sponsors, the Shooter's Nest, Little River Marina, Massey Services, RGP Heating and Cooling, Huntington Bank, Pamper Beauty Bar and Spa, CTA Residential, and Atlanta Lanehart Electric. Thank you all for sponsoring the Sequoia Chiefs basketball programs.
Max, another subject of our conversation pregame was how good Preston Parker's game was against West Forsyth, where he got 26. Well, he's at 18 already. He's only needs 8 more to get to match that 26 mark, and there's still 5:37 left to go in a whole fourth quarter. So he could be looking at a huge night.
But still, if the lead continues to grow, Parker could possibly be taken out, but you never know.
McKenna gives that one to Fierstein to start the play. He's being double teamed by Hammond and Parker. Tuzing now got the last touch, so McKenna will try again. And all 10 of the players for Sequoia and Woodstock on one side of the court to start that one off.
Beautiful read by Darby there. He ran cross court to get that.
Fierstein dribbles across the midcourt line. Warren thinking about setting a screen. And that's made by Quentin Rakestraw.
He had a great end of his second quarter. Starting to get going again in this second half.
Stephen Galvin with a 3-ball. That's no good from distance. Jackson Warren can't hold on to the board.
That foul was called on Tuzing. No, that's his second.
Fierstein quickly double teamed. Now Woodstock with numbers. It's a 3v2. Warren with a 3-ball. And his is no good either. Woodstock still not getting their shots to fall as Darby and Hammond trying to track down that Preston Parker pass. And Woodstock again with numbers, beating the press, something they haven't been able to do a ton, but big block from Tyson Darby.
Huge block. He is grimacing a little bit on his hand. Probably jammed his finger a little bit. He was all up in that ball.
Yes, he was. And he took a little bit of a spill after it. And more defense from him allows a Preston Parker setup. And he goes for the dunk. And Tuzingnau's there. I mean, he had to try for it. He saw that nobody was around him.
A dunk attempt is a dunk attempt. You know, it's fine. Oh, I believe that was goaltending because Parker was still up there.
Yeah, he was still hanging onto the rim when Tuzingnau was there for the putback attempt. Hey, you know, I don't blame Preston Parker for that. He made sure to look around and see that no one was there, and obviously he was unsuccessful.
So, you know, sometimes it doesn't go our way.
Well, you know, when you got a 21-point lead, you might as well try.
Yeah.
That'd be like when we saw Dylan Wally dunk in the playoff game last year. The first time I'd ever seen him dunk before, but it was definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooks McKenna makes both of his, so those are his first 2 points of the night. Probably not the way he wanted to score his first 2 points of the night, but still, 4:29 left in the third quarter. It's got to feel good to at least get it off your shoulders.
And they cut the lead to less than 20. So, I mean, little by little, they're trying to get back in it.
Lob pass to Bing. Now Dickerson in the corner. And three-point attempt from Brooks McKenna. Still unable to connect with the basket. Woodstock playing up a little bit on their defense. More than they have been, trying to show Sequoia what it feels like to have the full court press on them. Now Darby, he makes a nice move and puts that in for two. Bing has the ball. Hammond's behind him. Now he's double teamed by Tuzigna and Parker. But that leaves Dickerson open in the corner. He's been there before, but this time he misses. A nice putback attempt from Brooks McKenna, though. He was waiting for that just in case the miss. And Dickerson's efforts give Woodstock the ball. Cade Lomas coming in for Preston Parker. Shooter for shooter there.
His night may possibly end at 18, but he could easily come back in.
There's still 11 minutes to play here. I'm sure we'll see him at least one more time. Unless Cade Lomas goes 5 for 6 on threes here. .324 left to go. Tuzigna, nice spin move, way to work around the defenders. Rakestraw has it. He's double teamed. Dickerson on the other side. And Tuzigna gets the rebound. Woodstock not bothering with the press this time. There's Darby down low. Now to Stephen Galvin. Nice switch off there. And Galvin, it looks like Fierstein tried swatting at the ball, but Galvin still was able to put it in the basket. 2:47 left to go. Fierstein's guarded by Tuzigna. That's quite a height mismatch there. But Fierstein tries putting on some dribbles and almost makes that three.
Yeah, still a speed mismatch too.
Cade Lomas now to Darby. Galvin with a three-pointer, and that doesn't fall. It went off Bing last, so he's got to chase it down, and he does poke it into Fierstein. Fierstein no look pass to Dickerson, but it's tipped by Tuzigna. .211 left. That pass was intended for Lomas, but I think Dickerson got his last hand on it. Noah Givens comes in for Sequoia. Preston Parker coming in for Tyler Hammond. Lomas inbounded to Galvin. Now back to Lomas, thinks about three, but Tully steps up on him before he can get it off. Now Parker at the logo, guarded by Rakestraw. There's Lomas who goes to the other side now.
He thought about it for a second.
Yes, he did. He thinks about it every time he's got the ball. Givens now down low. Nice move in the air from him. He'll get some free throws for his efforts.
Yeah, we don't see much of Givens, but definitely a talented player. Very physical driver.
Max, we did see Givens in the first quarter of that West Forsyth game when Coach Carden was trying to get his guys to shoot the ball more. And you saw him change it up a little bit, putting Lomas in there, putting Givens. But, yeah, Max, I think Cade Lomas thinks about shooting three every time he gets the ball. You can see it when he gets the ball. He immediately tenses up as if he's ready to shoot a three.
And, I mean, why not? I mean, that Creekview game kind of set the tone. So,
absolutely it did. 1:40 left. 58-28, or 52-28. McKenna's double team, but he gets out of it. Or that's Dylan Nobis, excuse me. A Woodstock timeout, so Max will go to some more third quarter ad reads.
of course, a special thanks to our program sponsor, Drug Free Cherokee. Our gold level sponsors, Beato's Bar and Grill, New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi, and Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Our black level sponsors, KM Homes and Idlewood Interiors, Inc. And our gray level sponsors, The Shooter's Nest, Little River Marina, Massey Services, RGP Heating and Cooling, Huntington Bank, Pamper Beauty Bar and Spa, CTA Residential, and Atlanta Lanehart Electric. Thank you all for sponsoring the Sequoia Chiefs basketball programs.
And some scoring updates. Preston Parker's still at 18 points, trying to match that 26-point total from the West Forsyth game. Choosing Not has 11. He's had a lot better game than we've seen him the last few.
And that must feel good, too, because I bet having those, for him, double-digit scoring games became regular. So having those single-digit games probably damages, like, motivation a little bit. But having this double-digit game has to feel good, especially in a team like Woodstock, whose defense has been playing pretty solid.
Yeah, he was in a little bit of a shooting slump there. But, you know, other Sequoia guys stepped up still. And the lead scorer for Woodstock, at least on the floor, is Quentin Rakestraw. He's at 9. McKenna's at 4. Everyone else is at 0 still. And there is Rakestraw, who's on the ball. And now to Tully, who gets an open three look, and that's his first look and his first make of the game as he joins the scoring action for the Wolverines. Nobis with the inbound, excuse me. And a poke away by Tuzingnot. It's 2-on-1. He's against Rakestraw. And a nice move around him for a behind-the-back layup. 54 seconds left. A triple team from Sequoia.
Yeah, I mean, they're not backing down. They're still pressing. Has to be a kind of an ode of respect, because I think they understand that Woodstock is very capable of coming back if they take their foot off the pedal. And it's only the third quarter, too.
Nobis has it. Down low to Jordan Foster. 3-point shot from Tully. He does not make his second one. 3 seconds between the shot clock and the play clock. Parker at the logo. Goes inside. No look pass to Noah Givens. And Noah Givens stands around the confused defenders. And he gets an easy 2 of his own. Nobis to Tully. Tully's not able to do anything down low, so he takes it out wide. Tully has it. 3-point attempt from him. And now he's 1 for 3 after making his first. He misses his next 2. 2 seconds left. I don't know that Tuzingnot knew how much time was left. He didn't look like he wanted to shoot it too bad. So 56-31 after 3. Max, give us an update on some of the shooting statistics for both teams.
I mean, it was a pretty even quarter overall. I mean, Sequoia didn't pull away extremely. I mean, a 25-point lead, it's a lead, I'll say that. But, I mean, it was a pretty even scoring. Woodstock definitely came more alive in that third quarter, scoring 12, which is over half of what they had in the first half. I mean, they had a higher shooting percentage, 45% in that third quarter compared to Sequoia's 42. I mean, they aren't completely out of this game. At least they weren't in that third quarter. This fourth quarter is going to have to be really all of them if they want to come back. But right now, Sequoia, they're still pressing. They really aren't letting their foot off the gas pedal.
You're correct, Max. They increased their lead. It was 40-19 at halftime, so just a 21-point lead. I say just a 21-point lead. They've had almost a 20-point lead the entire game. But, yeah, it sits at 25 right now. Preston Parker still at 18 points. Tuzingnaught has 13. And Quentin Rakestraw for the Wolverines still at 9.
And I was saying at halftime, hopefully Brooks McKenna gets involved. It might have been through free throws here and there and one layup there, but he finally got on the board. It has to feel good. He's a very important producer on offense for this team. Just having an off night. I mean, if he was having one of his better nights, it could easily be a 10-point game.
Yeah, I remember his first points of the game came on a couple free throws. Parker down low to Givens, and Givens loses his dribble for a Sequoia turnover. Sequoia not showing press. Cade Lomas starting the quarter, as well as Givens and Logan Parrott. Fierstein still with the ball. He picks it up, so he's got to pass it now. Jordan Foster out to Brooks McKenna. McKenna tries going inside. His window's cut off, though.
Good defense there by Givens.
And a step back three-pointer is made by Brooks McKenna. Cade Lomas deep three, and that one's missed. Tyson Darby gets the rebound, though. Cade Lomas will step back out, mid-range two.
I believe that was a foul on Noah Givens. Off ball on the rebound. That's his first.
.6:53 left to go. 56-34. Sequoia still on top. They've kept the Wolverines at quite a distance now for a while. About a 20-point lead consistently. Joseph Tully has it. Brooks McKenna now. Tyson Darby steps up on him. There's Nobis. Back to McKenna. He'll go for a three again. He doesn't make that one. Cade Lomas with a quick rebound and pass to Tyson Darby. Great defense by Nobis, though.
Wow, and it goes off Darby. Great play by Nobis. You know, the score might not be exactly what Woodstock wants, but the hustle has been there all game. Constantly attempting to make plays. They haven't really quit at all. Great to see.
There's Joseph Tully. Nice rebound, or nice layup for him, I should say. A little one-hand floater. Preston Parker sees a window from half court. Can't capitalize, though. Tuzingnaught fighting for it on the floor, and he's just going to hold on to it. And a Sequoia timeout. So, Max, we'll go to our fourth quarter ad reads of the day.
We would like to give a special thanks to our program sponsor, Drug Free Cherokee. Their mission is to develop a drug-free Cherokee County through a collaboration of resources for individuals and families affected by substance abuse through awareness, education, prevention, intervention, and recovery. Want to find out more? Go to their website at drugfreecherokee.org or call 770-345-5483. Our gold level sponsors, Vito's Bar and Grill, New York Style Deli and Pizza by Manzi, and Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Our black level sponsors, KM Homes and Idlewood Interiors, Inc. And our white level sponsors, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Ease Barbershop, Esquire Cleaners, Georgia Chiropractic and Massage, Pure Shot Basketball, Studio 5 Salon, Young Life Academy, and Atlanta Lanehart Electric. So a good timeout call there by Parker, though. Saw that Tuesday had nowhere to pass.
Hammond inside leaves Logan Parrott out for an open three. That's an air ball, though. Brooks McKenna gets the rebound. 5:42 left in the fourth quarter. Now Nobis goes inside, then pokes it out to Tully. Back to Nobis. Nobis tries inside again, but he's triple teamed quickly.
That was a great attempt by Tuesday. I looked like he got all ball, but that ref definitely saw something different.
And a Woodstock timeout. So, Max, since we just did some ad reads, let's talk a little bit about what's happened in this second half. It's a 20-point lead from Sequoia. They've kind of kept their distance at about 20 points.
Yeah.
It was 25 when the fourth quarter started, so I don't want to say Woodstock's making a comeback, but, you know, they're cutting the deficit a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that explosion in the first half, but, yeah, you're right. Ever since then, just kind of keeping him at bay, keeping him distant, and it doesn't look like they're really feeling any pressure right now at all. I mean, 20-point lead continuously throughout this game, they really shouldn't. But the thing is, Woodstock doesn't seem to be that frantic either. It seems like they're keeping their cool as well. And even in that third quarter where they had the chance to kind of come back and they had opportunities, they haven't really lost their cool at all. Good to see.
That one's inbounded to Brooks McKenna, but Tyler Hammond gets a steal. Now to Parker from the corner, and that one does not hit anything. So, wow, nice rebound, or nice layup try from Nobis. Parrott and Galvin just throwing it back and forth. Choosing now spin move off the glass, but I believe he's called for a travel. .442 left in the fourth quarter. Still a 20-point lead for Sequoia. Gavin Dickerson gives it to Rakestraw, who can't get a three ball to fall. And there's Hammond. Hammond and Darby were both running with each other on the other side of the court.
I'm really interested to see if Parker gets over 20 there. 20 tonight, pardon me.
Yeah, he's been at 18 since about halfway through the third quarter. Inbound to Nobis.
Beautiful read.
But it's stolen by Parker, and that was a good read by him.
And the press is just continually being put on. They are not.
Coach Cardin's not letting up, even with a
not letting up.
22-point lead. That's good that he's just disciplining his guys. No matter the lead, you want to play the same?
Yeah, good find there right now. Right then, pardon me. Tuesday night had the mismatch with Feuerstein.
And Tuesday now up to 15 points.
All of a sudden, man, he's gotten up there.
Dickerson tries to go to Nobis, but Nobis made the run a little too early. And there's 5 new guys coming on for Sequoia, so the starters probably seeing their last seconds of the game.
It's 5 all sophomores.
Matlock Gemberling, Noah Givens, Cameron Omer, Paul Persbalik. And Persbalik with a three-point attempt off the front of the rim. And Evan Carmelengo is that last one in there. And behind the back try from Nobis. Carmelengo has the ball now.
And this is going to be interesting. They have Woodstock has most of all of their starters in, so very good experiences being had right now for these sophomores.
Not only is it game time minutes, but it's game time minutes against the starting five.
Exactly.
Cameron Omer tries to find Carmelengo, but Fierstein is on it. He goes to the free throw line. There's a free throw from Fierstein. .255 left to go. Persbalik gives it to Gemberling.
It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to remain Woodstock ball. And that's all the starters out for both teams.
Camden Smith has the ball for Woodstock. He gives it to Ty Ganster, the sophomore. Ganster has the ball again. There's Foster, who we saw earlier. Givens, nice defense from him. Carmelengo gives it to Givens. Givens is at the top of the key. Gemberling at the high post, drives inside. Nice move. Givens is there for the putback attempt, but that's no good as Austin Bing gets the rebound. He's got to fight past Carmelengo and Givens, and he dishes that off to Ganser to do so.
Little mix-up there. Bounced off everyone.
Still a 22-point lead for Sequoia. 2 minutes left to go. Ty Ganster has it. Tries finding Warren Robinson for Woodstock, also a sophomore. Lots of sophomores on the court for both sides. Carmelengo finds Gemberling, who gives it to Omer. Omer tries a one-hander. That's no good. Givens keeps it in, but it goes to Camden Smith from Woodstock.
Good drive attempt there by Omer. Had a great look.
Smith to Robinson, who gives it to Ganser. Drives inside, and that one goes in. Now Carmelengo's shot falls short. 1:07 left to go. .20 lead for Sequoia, where they've had it since really the end of the first quarter.
And Sequoia is still pressing. You know, I mean, I know it's the subs in still, but they're just not letting up at all.
It's especially important for the young guys to learn.
Very true, yeah.
Less than a minute to go here now. And Woodstock's in the bonus. Sequoia's got 5 fouls. Carmelengo gives that one to Persbalik. Persbulik tries a three, but it clings off the back of the iron. Bing gets the rebound. 48 seconds left now. Bing stops short, puts one up. It's no good. .40 left. Omer has the ball at the high post. There's 3 Sequoia guys. Looks like they got mixed up a little bit. Carmelango has it. Now Givens. A three-point attempt from Persbulik, and that one's made for Sequoia. 63-40, a 23-point lead, 18 seconds left to go. There's no shot clock for Woodstock.
He's been firing nonstop from outside the three-point line.
Bing with a Euro step is no good. Rebound, Warren Robinson. Pops out to Ty Ganster, who gives it to Camden Smith. Tries going inside, and the rebound is got by Cameron Omer. So with the final buzzer, your final score, 63-40. Max, I mean, Sequoia had a 21-point lead going into the second, or at the end of the second quarter, and that's pretty much where they kept it the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was really that first quarter and early second that set the tone for the whole game, and Sequoia came out with a huge offensive explosion. Preston Parker, a fantastic game. Brandon Tugendot came up late with another fantastic game. But a very good bounce-back game from a series of games where he wasn't having as high scoring as he usually does, but just overall just more made shots. The percentages I was comparing it throughout the game, just much lower, at least 20% lower Woodstock's was than Sequoia. Just the overall better played game the Chiefs did than the Wolverines.
Yeah, and a great team effort. You know, Parker and Tugendot, the top 2 scorers. Parker with 18, Tugendot with 15. But, you know, we saw a lot of those young sophomore guys get a couple minutes there at the end. Cade Lomas had a lot of playing time. You know, Logan Parrott, Tyler Hammond, all those guys. Not usually the starters, but they got plenty of playing time tonight. So Sequoia will improve to 13-8, 6-2 in the region. And Woodstock falls to 4-18, 1-8 in the region. Max, any last thoughts?
Excited for Rome next week.
Yes, sir.
Big game.
So with that, we will see you guys later. 63-40, your final score. Sequoia comes out victorious.